Hello everyone, I'm Jamie. Today I'm going to show you how to play a game called How Close to 100. But before I show you the game, I want to talk to you a little bit about arrays. An array is an arrangement of things into rows and columns. You can see this array. I have 6 columns with 4 rows. The reason that teachers like for students to work with arrays is because it's a really great visual model of what multiplication looks like. And math research is telling us that when students work with visual models, they understand the concept better and remember it longer. Arrays are also really nice because they help students understand how we can manipulate the numbers to make multiplication easier. In this case, we have 6 columns of 4, but I can break it apart like this, and now I can see that I have 3 columns of 4 and then another 3 columns of 4. This is 3 times 4 plus 3 times 4, which is the same as 4 times 6. I can also show, if I cut this in half and move it over here, I've doubled how many columns I have while I've cut the rows in half. That's a really nice thing to understand when students are trying to make problems easier for themselves. For example, later on, when students are multiplying 2-digit numbers by 2-digit numbers, if they are faced with 18 by 25, this is it's an area model, which is basically a sketch of an array. If students understand that they can break apart these numbers into simpler multiplication chunks, instead of multiplying 18 by 25, they can say, I know that 18 is the same as 10 plus 4 plus another 4. 10 times 25 is 250. 4 times 25 is 100, and another 4 times 25 is 100. So 18 times 25 is 450. I can do that in my head because I'm flexible with these numbers because I understand how to decompose and rearrange them. Another way to do that, you know how I halved and doubled, would be saying, okay, well, I'm going to cut this in half. 18 times 25 is the same as 9 times 50. I can also rearrange it even more and say that it's the same as 3 times 150, which is the same as 2 times 150 plus another 150, which is 450. Again, because I can be flexible with my numbers, I can do this in my head. I understand how to mentally shift the array. So that's why we want students to spend a lot of time working with arrays. So with that in mind, let me show you this game. This game is called How Close to 100. It's from YouCubed, a wonderful free website. You can download and print a copy of this game. If you don't have a printer at your house, you can print a copy at your local library. In this game, I'm going to roll 2 dice. I have 10-sided dice here. If you don't have 10-sided dice, you can play with 6-sided dice. If you don't have any dice, you can download a dice app on your phone. I like Dice Roller, but there are lots of free choices. I'm going to go first. I'm going to roll these 2 dice. I have rolled 9 times 4. Let me write that multiplication fact. 9 times 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times 4. And I'm going to go ahead and color in all those squares. Now when I look at this array, I can see that 9 times 4 is almost 10 times 4. If I colored these in, I would have 40. But I don't have these last 4. So it's 4 less than 40, which is 36. Now it's Sammy's turn. Sammy rolled 7 times 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no. Sammy doesn't have space to put a 7 by 8 array on the grid. Too bad. Sammy loses his turn. We're still going to rate his math fact though. 7 times 8. 6 times 8 is 48. And then another 8 is 56. Six times 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 times 5. Now I know that 5 times 5 is 25. And then I just have 5 more. So that's 30. Sammy's turn. 3 times 0. Poor Sammy. 3 times 0 is 0, so Sammy doesn't get to go again. 3 times 5 is 15. 1, 2, 3. I think I'm going to win this game. All right, Sammy's turn. 7 times 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sammy can't go again. Oh, 7 times 2 is 14. My turn. 2 times 7 is also 14. So now Sammy couldn't take a turn, and I also couldn't take a turn. So since both of us couldn't take a turn, the game is over. And when I look at the board, it is clear that I have won because poor Sammy didn't get to color in anything. So that's how you play the game.